The golfers, tell us.
Where do I start from? It was quite a huge weekend for golf in the country. First and foremost, there's nowhere else to start but at Chitante, where you had the Pearl of Africa leg, the inaugural leg of the series. The series which were designed to elevate the level of golf, both at amateur and professional level.
Yeah.
And we had 3 days for the amateurs, the gross amateurs, and 4 days for the professionals. For the gross amateurs, the kid who won the tournament is called John Musiimenta, an electrical engineering student at Makerere University, a resident of Nkrumah, quite a young kid, he's 20 years old. We've seen him evolve, having joined Uganda Golf Club as a junior. He joined the club on the strength of his father, Engineer Julius Musiimenta, who is a water engineer. And, well, I mean, the kid, we've seen him rise from nothing when he was 10, 11, 12. He's developed his talent, his swing, his ball striking. He's quite a long hitter, John Musiimenta. And, of course, he has an education. He's organized as an individual, quite self-respecting. He's a boy of few words. But my, oh my, he's quite a talent. He shot a 65 on day one. 65 on day one is 7 under. From day one, there was night and day between him and the nearest golfer. That was Ronnie Okoti, Ronald Otile's brother. And from then on, there's always going to be one winner. Musiimenta holding on to finish as champion with a 4-stroke advantage over Sunday Lulette, and who is a kid from Ginger. Then for the professionals, now that's the biggest story, because we had such a huge field which had the best golfers in the country. You had Philip Kasozi, you had Ronaldo Tile, you had Rodel Gaita, you had Rugumayo, Marvin Max Chibirige, you had Dewa Kupe, you had Vincent Arali, you have Grace Kasango, just about it. Name every top golfer in the country, even the girls. You had Flaviana Makola, you had Arina Kalembe. But the climax was the kind of stuff we usually see at PGA level, because you had Chibirige, who started the day with a 2-stroke lead on Rugumayo. So they traded punches. I mean, they've been driving incredibly long. Marvin Max Chibirige is quite long off the tee. He's turned some of the par 5s into par 3s, because the course at UGC has been dry. It's been, I mean, you're experiencing the dry conditions in the country.
Yes, it's been really hot.
Sleeping at night is a problem. And when the course is dry, the ball is running and the air is lighter. So you get more distance as opposed to when the course is wet and heavy, because the air is thicker and you don't get an extra roll on every bounce. So Chibirige has been capitalizing on that because he hits very, very far. And he's turned par 5s into par 3s. He egoed number 8 a couple of times. He egoed number 3, the longest hole at UGC.
But they're both 5s?
They're par 5s, yes. He got number 3 in the pressure group. And he assumed control, actually, of the pressure group, because it was Kamlinde, Rugumayo, Philip Kasozi, and David Kamlinde. No, those are the 4 of the best golfers we have in the country. But anyway, Team 17, Kamlinde and Kasozi had kind of fallen off. So it was a contest between Rugumayo and Marvin Max Chibirige. Chibirige is Namlonge born, 20 years. A kid raised from Namlonge. Of course, Rugumayo is from Toro. We know Rugumayo's story is well documented. So they get to number 17. Chibirige is first, and he misses the green. It's a par 3. You're typically playing 150 yards. So he misses the green. He's on the upper side. Rugumayo is on the dance floor on the green. Rugumayo gets a par. Chibirige gets a bogey. So from chasing 3, they're now 2 strokes. They go to the final hole. All Chibirige needed to do was to match Rugumayo's score or lose to Rugumayo by just a stroke, because he had a 2-stroke advantage. Let's say Chibirige gets a bogey, Mayo gets a par, and that's it. Rugumayo hits a super shot, high draw, center fairway. Chibirige blocks the ball into the woods. He has to come back to the fairway. He's on the green for 3, and he 2 putts. Rugumayo had a putter like 20 feet to force a playoff. This is on the 7. Oh, you're saying on 18. It's the final hole. The final hole now. Yeah. And the gallery was huge. It was quite one of the biggest galleries you've seen. People were following hole by hole. Actually, the traffic on the live score site, which has been tracking scores, got as many as 56,000 views. Wow! Because people were interested from all over the world, because it was such an engrossing playoff. Well, and Rugumayo thinks it is the best putter on these greens. No golfer in this country puts better than Rugumayo, as far as I'm concerned. He read the line, took his time, got the brakes, and just gave the putter just enough energy to just roll into the cup. He should have had the cheers and jubilations on the 18th after he sank it.
Yeah,
remember, these two guys were fighting for a kit of 20 million shillings. The winner actually was
20 million, yeah.
Wow.
When you shared that clip, we were. I mean, I felt like I was living it because we've watched a lot of majors golf and all, and it felt like a major. Like
absolutely.
The day 4 of a major with people like Bruce Kopka and whoever and McIlroy and whoever on the greens. That's how it felt.
It was incredible. And then all of a sudden now we have a playoff. Now the rules of the Palawafa Golf Series was that it was sudden death. So whoever wins the first hole,
that's it.
That's it. So
they're not giving you 3 holes for the playoff.
It was sudden death. So they got to number 12. Number 12 is the hardest hole at Uganda Golf Club.
You've taken me around that hole quite a bit.
It is a nightmare. Yeah. Whether you're a professional or you're an amateur, it is a difficult hole.
Lugogo Chad on one,
yes,
Kareba's
water on the other side.
Yeah, you've taken me onto that hole, yeah.
So, Rugumayo uncharacteristically finds the water. That one is called Kareba.
Kareba, yes.
It was named after Charles Kareba, who was, I think, that dam was built in his captaincy.
Yeah.
And then Chibirige also, I think because of the nerves and the tension of the playoff, he carries that Chitande channel. He's a long hitter. Yes. He's obscenely long. So Rugumayo now, he takes the penalty drop. He's on for 2, so he tries to attack the green. It's typically, you're playing something like 240 yards. So hits a crisp shot, solid contact, but the ball lands over and lands into another hazard behind.
Oh dear.
So he's there for 3.
Yeah.
Chibirige comes out, back to the fairway for 2, lands on the green for 3. So Rugumayo has to take a penalty drop again.
Yes.
That's for 4. So when he's trying to chip on for 5, he does the shot. And thereafter, he just picked the ball and conceded.
He conceded?
Yeah, because, I mean, as with his experience, that was the best thing to do because the other man is there for 3. He allowed. And listen, for me, the scenes and the excitement and the drama and the tension was stuff of dreams. And being the inaugural Pearl of Africa Golf Series, I think it was quite a huge success. And the next leg will be in 2 months' time in Entebbe. Then the final leg of this year's series will be in Lugazi. But the turnout, even for the subsidiaries, it was a full draw. I think it was a testament to just how much golf has grown in leaps and bounds in recent years. Because remember, we had national team players who were in South Africa competing at Leopard Creek Golf Course. The Chinyais, Ibrahim Bagalanas, Titus Okongs, Peace Babilles and Matthew Babilles and others, Elton Tembo at for the Africa Amateur Championship. And then you also had the Stambik match play in Entebbe, which also had a full draw of various other golfers who were competing there, including the likes of a certain gentleman called Chirewa Chonka and Edward Kabuchu, Andrew Chibaya, and several others. So I think golf for me is in the right place. The calendars are vibrant, but most importantly, we're getting the young players embracing it at a young age. And when you have youngsters like John Musiimenta now emerging as champions at that age, or still competing at university, I think it's going to inspire many other players to strike that ball, study hard, pursue your degree, but when you know that when you have some time, go on the course and strike the ball, because who knows, golf can create a world of opportunities for you.
Yeah, so the thing is, from the attention you're saying that the Pearl of Africa series has attracted, are you going to leave it open for foreign? Because now I think some foreign golfers are going to be interested.
That's a good question. Yeah. I think what's going to happen for this year, they're going to keep it closed because suddenly they're going to get more sponsorships. Yeah. The package, when they grow the package, because 20 million shillings is a small kitty. Yeah. And that's a good question you asked, because this week, right now, as we speak, you have the Rwanda Open, which is ongoing. Many guys, after finishing the Pearl of Africa Golf Series at Chitante, they boarded planes and the buses to Kigali, the likes of David Kamalindo and Rugumayo, because the kit there is $50,000.
Wow.
And then from the Kigali Open, which is happening at the Kigali Golf Resort and Vias, they'll be flying direct to VetLab, Nairobi, to compete in the qualifiers for the Magical Kenya Open.
Yeah.
And so it's a very, very rich calendar for golfers right now, especially the professional golfers.
Yeah.
Because at VetLab, they're going to play 36 holes. Those are two 18s on the same day. And VetLab is a very long course. So whoever, the top 3 from VetLab will qualify automatically for the Magical Kenya Open, where Rugumayo competed last year.
Yes,
and of course, the kitty for the Magical Kenya Open
that is with pros from around the world. Yeah.
Millions of dollars. But for me, Marvin Maxibilige, who won the Pearl of Africa Golf Series, told me that, Mark, I'm not going to run. The money is good. I probably could have done well. I'm swinging well. I'm striking well. I'm confident. But I've decided to make a calculated decision to pursue the bigger dreams. So I'm going to reserve my energy. Then I travel to Nairobi.
You go to Nairobi.
So that when I get to VetLab when I'm fresh and I take on those 36 holes and I give it my best, my all, because there's such a narrow window. Of course, from the Kigali ends on Feb 18th.
Yes.
And then the qualifiers
of the Magic Open
happening on the 20th. So having played these 4 days of the Pearl of Africa, then you throw in 4 more days in Kigali. And then you have to make that journey to that connecting flight from Kigali to Nairobi. When you're going to play 36 holes, it takes its toll on you. I don't care.
He's not as experienced as Rugumayo or as exposed and traveled.
No, he's not as exposed and experienced.
So Rugumayo is going to do Kigali and do Rugumayo. He still has to qualify as well?
Yes, he still has to qualify.
Which other Ugandan pros then?
There are many other pros who are going to compete in both. David Kamunda is going to compete in both as well, because the guy I spoke to and was just leaving the club to go to Kigali. And then you have various others. You have
what happened to Ronald Otile?
So Ronald Otile, that's a good question. He didn't have a very good tournament, and
but he was in the draw.
He competed in the draw. Yeah. He also made the cut. But listen, Otile is such a long hitter, and the course was unforgiving for players who can be very, very aggressive. Otile is a player who likes aggression, because if you miss the greens were holding. If you miss the greens, everything around the greens was hard.
Hazard.
It was very hard. The bounce was going to take you in a place where
because of the weather.
Because of the conditions. And Otile's round was the topsy-turvy round, and he made the cut. He made the cut. I think he's still one of the top 5 golfers for me. But it was just one of those tournaments where things just didn't go his way. But I mean, for me, that pressure group was quality.
Yeah.
Philip Kasozi, he birdied the first 3 holes, 1, 2, 3, to try and force his way into contention. David Kamunda, one of the best golfers as well in the country. I think golf for me right now in the country is in a good place, and I think we are in for an exciting 2025. Yeah,
just increase that kitty. And increase that kitty.
The kitty is definitely going up next year. You can be rest assured it's going up, and believe in me, in April, when the Pearl of Africa Golf Series go to Entebbe, it's going to be a bigger tournament. Yes. And when they go to Lugazi in June, it will even be the biggest, because all the golfers, amateurs and professionals, will not have a feel of Lugazi Golf Hills and Country Club, because that's where the Uganda Open will be held. And they want to test themselves in a competitive environment before the big one comes in, the January Uganda Open.
All right. Wow, guys, that was so informative. Like heavy, that's Uganda, but
we are happy,
we are impressed. That's now back home. Now,